Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to the U-Pike Gym for the final time this season. U-Pike women's basketball at home today. They're playing the number one team in the country, the Saints of Thomas More. I'm Rick Bentley, sitting in for Gary Justice. He's doing baseball, and if you're wondering, Bears are on top 3-0 in the fourth inning out there. They're playing Lords today. And I'm joined by the man here at the University of Pikeville, Kelly Wells. Kelly, it's an honor to be sitting here with you, buddy.
Oh, well, this brings back great memories. One of my favorite pictures of all time is us sitting in the expo side by side and enjoying some basketball action. We get that opportunity again today.
Looking forward to it today and seeing these teams play. Kelly, there has been some breaking news since the women played on Thursday night. Morgan Stamper's season has come to an end.
It has, and that's sad, and I hate that. But what a gutty performance from her, knowing that she had about a 70% tear in her patellar tendon and still wanted to provide some time and some minutes for her teammates. And I was proud of the ladies for picking her up in that game at Wilberforce. And they'll have to make some adjustments, some changes. But Coach Williams and Coach Wheeler will make sure that happens and give us the best opportunity to be successful.
10.9 points, 10.3 rebounds. That's unusual right there, Kelly.
Yeah, and she's an outlier in terms of stats and what she provides for her team. And, you know, they're not going to do that with a person. Now, Hannah Roberts did a lot of that against Wilberforce, but you can't expect her to do that every night. That's going to be a little bit of a job by committee.
Senior day here today. I joked with Cliff throughout the week that it wasn't senior day, it was grad student day for his team. 3 players were honored here moments ago. Mary Englert, Sierra Feltner, Haley Free, all of them listed as grad students on the roster, their 5th year here. And, well, I'll tell you what, they have lifted this program in their time here.
They've been great, and not only just great for the basketball program, but just great for the institution. And just watching them smile around their families and parents down there really makes it what it's all about in terms of leadership. And to see them have a great experience and come out here and have a chance in their final time in the U-Pike Gym, certainly I'll be rooting hard for them.
Now, you got the opportunity on Thursday to go to Wilberforce and see that game up there. I had a meeting late. By the time I got home, it was the third quarter. And I was surprised when I got on there. We were down and apparently had struggled out of the gate. That is not something you could do against the number one team in the country.
No, we really had a hard time finding the basket. It wasn't that we weren't getting good shots, good looks. I think we missed 6 layups in that first quarter. That's not something that's going to give us success today. No. We certainly have to be a little bit sharper on that. But I tell you what we will take is that third quarter performance that we had at Wilberforce.
And obviously in the middle of that first period was when Morgan Stamper went down. I'm sure that weighed on their minds as well, and not having that outlet inside.
Yeah, no question it did. You could just tell the body language, and halftime couldn't have came quick enough for Coach to kind of rally the troops. And really the girls just needed to see Morgan, see that she was okay and have a chance to talk to her. And they did that and certainly came out fired up in that third quarter with a great game plan and great halftime adjustments.
Thomas More will line up like this today. They'll start Riley Turner, a 5'11 freshman from Newport, Kentucky. They'll start Courtney Hurst, a 5'8 senior from Burlington, Kentucky. We could have honored her today too, Kelly.
Yes.
It'll be Zoli Barth, a 5'8 senior from Fort Thomas, Kentucky. Emily Simon is a 5'11 senior from Hillard, Ohio, and Rachel Martin, 5'4 junior from Cincinnati, Ohio. Jeff Harris is in his 12th year. They're playing their final regular season game as members. Actually, both of these teams are playing their final regular season games as members of the Mid-South Conference today.
Yeah, we'll both go in. That's Coach Hands. Jeff is a very, very great coach, but certainly they'll be moving to NCAA Division II basketball, and we'll be moving leagues from the Mid-South Conference to the Appalachian Athletic Conference, and I would say both of us are excited about the move.
I think so too. Starting for the Bears will be like this. Allie Stone, a 5'6 freshman from Olive Hill, Kentucky. It'll be Haley Free entering the starting lineup today in place of Morgan Stamper. She's the 5'8 grad student from Shepherdsville, Kentucky. Mary Englert, 5'8 grad student from Madeira, Ohio. She gets the start. Bailey Frazier, 5'9 senior from Wise, Virginia. We'll get into her just in a second. And Sierra Feltner, a 5'9 grad student from Williamsburg, Kentucky. Those are the 5 starters for Cliff Williams today in his 7th season. He's assisted by Shelby Wheeler, also in her 7th season. Now, I mentioned that we had news on Bailey Frazier. She announced since the last home game that she's a senior, but she is going to use her COVID year and come back next year. So that's why she wasn't honored here this afternoon as part of the senior ceremony. Of course, Bailey Frazier's been a part of our family here for a long time. Her mother, Melissa, ran the cafeteria for a long time here for us and took care of us up there when we go up there to eat. So they felt like family for a long time.
And keeping it going with her sister being a newcomer as well on the team.
Brooklyn is on that staff and on that bench right now, and Bears control the basketball. Haley Free, and they'll play man-to-man zone, man-to-man defense. Will Thomas More. Sierra Feltner down the lane, kicks it out to Frazier. She's looking for help, and Free's there with 10 on the shot clock. She balances the floor, drives into the paint. There's the freshman open for a three, no good. That was Stone, but the Bears get the rebound and a double dribble turnover.
Yeah, great job of creating extra possession by getting the rebound and just snatched defeat out the jaws of victory with a turnover right there. But certainly we need to calm ourselves down, get our nerves just in check here. This is a big game, so I'm sure the heart rate's going a little fast right now.
Sure it is. So Thomas More brings it down. Bears playing man-to-man with the basketball now is Barth. Kicks it out to Turner. And on the wing, that's Hurst. She balances the floor, finds Turner out high.
A lot of experience on this Thomas More backcourt here. They are very versed of getting it off the dribble as well as operation around the basket.
Blocked there by Frazier, but rebound was claimed by Simon, and she puts it up and in. First 2 points of the game.
Yeah, no, again, those extra possessions, those second shots are the hustle plays you like to see, and Thomas More got the advantage on that one.
Things that we want and want to prevent them from getting. That's Englert with the jumper, and it'll go out of bounds.
Got to get that out of your system early. Hopefully Mary will get that one out and be ready to operate. She is tremendous working those elbows, so we need to see her get that shot to go down.
Martin will bring it up the floor for the Saints. Picked up out there by Feltner. Barth on the drive, and Sierra Feltner with the rebound for the Bears.
Yeah, Barth is a very good scorer at the rim and very crafty. I've had the opportunity to watch Thomas More a couple times during their opening rounds in the national tournament, and just a very well-coached team and very, very good.
That's Englert. You said we hope she got that out of her system. That one looked like money.
Yeah, she's really good at those elbows. The more opportunities we get for her there, she can kind of be a point forward, so to speak, at that elbow area. And we came back after made the 1-2-2 back to our half-court man-to-man.
Martin gets it to Turner out high. Barth on the wing now to Martin. And there's a steal by Haley Free. She's going one-on-one against Turner. Stops and throws it away, unfortunately. That's Hurst with it.
Great hustle play. Just got to make sure we jump stop in that area and not leave your feet to pass.
Free had a hand on that pass as well. Barth came away with it. Simon on the drive. Shot no good. Englert with the board. She had double-digit rebounds on Thursday night. On the drive.
Wow, what a tough shot.
Found that the right spot, sweet spot on that glass, Kelly.
She really did. She's so physical and strong. She got in there, and even with three people guarding her, maybe a little bit of contact, found a way to kiss it off the backboard.
Turner on the drive. Feltner defends, and Frazier rebounds.
One thing you'll find, Bailey Frazier is not afraid to get in there and rebound the basketball. One of the best guard rebounders that we have in our league.
Englert's open. Three in the air, no good.
Well, 4 trips. Mary's got 4 shots. 2 went in and 2 didn't hit anything.
Kaylee Brenner checks in for Thomas More. She wears number 3, 5'9", and junior from Roger Bacon High School in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Greater Cincinnati area. That's the beauty of Thomas More. They've got opportunity not to leave probably a 40-mile radius and have a great recruiting baseline right there.
No question about it. That'll bode them well in Division II as well. And there's a steal by Frazier. She's working against Martin, gets to the bucket, lays it in.
Like the energy sold to start for the Bears.
4-point lead early for UPike.
Yeah, the little 1-2-2, really only purpose of it is to try to keep them off balance and start their shot clock at about 22, 21. Not really looking for the steals. However, it's gotten us a couple.
Just slow them down a little bit. Make sure they don't roll the ball around up the floor and that sort of stuff. Barth has it. 6 on the clock. Steps back behind the line. Shoots over Stone. The rebound is pulled down by Simon. To kick it out, there's a jumper by Brenner, and it's good, three-pointer.
The best three-point look you ever gets on that inside-out look, and especially off of a rebound where everybody collapses to the board, and great job of feigning that one out for the open three.
Seems like they're always open. People collapse, and there's always room to get a shot off. Free picked up her dribble. Englert has it now, trying to break free. She does. Spins. To get it inside. That's Feltner. Shot's no good. You wonder how many of these players Englert is aware of from her time playing in that Cincinnati area as well for Madeira.
Yeah, she's probably got a little bit of extra fire in her. She's probably played against all these girls in AAU and high school as well.
12 on the clock. Three-pointer in the air. We got a whistle. 3 seconds called.
I didn't even know that was still in the rule book, Rick.
I knew it was still in the rule book. I didn't know it counted after a shot goes up.
Yeah, as they say, there'll be some explaining to do on that one, right?
Will be. Maggie Jones, a 5'6" junior from, is that Piner, Kentucky? Simon Kenton High School. I know where that is. Those of us of our age, Kelly, knows about Simon Kenton because of Troy McKinley, and there's a layup for Bailey Frazier. Nice look that time by Englert.
I like the attitude the Bears have right now. Very aggressive on offense, and defense has caused some issue too, but we don't want to commit those fouls that far away and get them in the bonus in this quarter.
Feltner called for the foul, and we should get our media timeout here with 4:48 to play. Bears are on top 8-5, and we'll be back after this. You're watching U-Pike basketball. Welcome back to the U-Pike Gym. Bears are 4 out of 8 from the floor. But Thomas More only 2 out of 7 early on, Kelly.
Yeah, I like that advantage. 50% from the field versus 28% from the field. We'll take that all game long if we could sustain that.
And also they have 3 turnovers. U-Pike with 2 early on. U-Pike doesn't turn the ball over. In fact, had a game here recently where they only had 3 turnovers.
Yeah, well, we've normally, and now with Stamper out of the lineup, we got 5 guards basically on the floor.
Yep. We got a travel called, and the Bears will bring it up the floor. That's turnover number 4 against the Saints.
Yeah, that's uncharacteristic of the Saints coming in with any type of turnover. That's not their MO.
There's with the basketball. And Free gets in the paint. 1 step in, missed the shot, got her own rebound, but lost the handle on it. Thomas More will bring it up with Jones dishing it down the floor. She gets it back with 20 on the clock. 3 in the air, good.
Wow.
3-point shot by Brenner. She's had a couple coming off the bench, and we're tied at 8.
Yeah, that first one was wide open, gave her that confidence to pull the contested one, and that was nothing but nylon right there, highly contested shot.
Sierra Feltner looking, throws it away. Jones on the drive, stops, lays it up, no good. And nice job by Feltner just being a presence there and pulling down the rebound.
Good job of chasing her down, putting a little bit of pressure on her. She got her feet kind of tangled up a little bit and missed the left-hand bunny.
Now she'll get the shot, no good, tipped out of bounds. It'll belong to Thomas More. Bears going to get a sub for the first time today. It'll be Katie Colopy, a 5'10" freshman from, surprisingly enough, Cincinnati, Ohio.
What is this about all this Buckeye land down here in eastern Kentucky?
I don't know about that. You know more about that than I would.
Well, I've got some heavy, strong Buckeye blood in me as well, so I have no complaints there.
None whatsoever. With the basketball on the drive. That's Barth, and Thomas More takes the lead, 10-8 here.
Yeah, their first early substitutions, Thomas More, has really changed the dynamic of the game a little bit. They've calmed down and gotten the ball to go in the basket a little bit better than they did at the start.
Colopy to Stone. And that pass was deflected. Nice job by Colopy getting on the floor after it. I'm surprised they haven't called the jump. There it is.
We have a good old-fashioned scratching match down there on the ground. Good hustle by both teams.
A lot of times you'll see them go ahead and blow that whistle when players go down, whether both players have their hands on the ball or not, just to keep things under control.
Yeah, I think both of them were kind of on their back, so it was pretty safe to be able to continue that on.
Simon put down one bounce, finds Jones. Brenner working against Englert. Barth, a couple of bounces. They throw it inside. Reverse layup good by Simon. And a 4-point lead now for the Saints with 2:26 to play.
Yeah, we need to continue. They're doing a really good job defensively of downing everything to the baseline. So they're going to step on top of your wings and try to make you drive it to the baseline and provide that help. And we've got to do some attacking of the baseline, which is perfectly fine to do. And a lot of the baseline drives are something we're very capable of doing.
There's Feltner inside. Out. Colopy for three. Good.
Or just kick it out there and shoot a three-point shot.
That'll work too, as long as they go in.
Yes. Katie's been giving us some great lifts here in recent games.
Sure has. There's the travel. Another turnover for Thomas More.
Yeah, it's hard to teach players. Those are two separate moves. Your shot fake to your dribble have got to be two separate items. You try to do them all at once. That's sometimes what happens.
Sammy Whiteman, 5'6" junior, listed as Covington, Ohio. I'm not familiar with that.
No?
But
would that be Newport?
There's definitely a Covington in Kentucky, that's for sure. Colopy on the bounce, kicks it out to Stone. They quickly get on her with her three-point threat. That's a shot from the baseline by Colopy, comes up short. Brenner with the basketball, bringing it across. 1:28 to play here in the first period. Thomas More with a 1-point lead. That's Whiteman with the basketball there. Barth freed herself. There was no call. Missed the shot. Feltner in to get the rebound.
That's where you hope the basketball gods are on your favor. Did a displacement of the defender and popped back out for an open three and just didn't go for it. And I probably should have been a foul called on that.
And it's only a foul if you get called.
Amen.
Feltner with it with 13 on the clock. Colopy goes into the keyhole to Englert, steps back, elbow jumper is deflected, and Barth gets it to Whiteman. 43 seconds to play here on a moving first period clock. Actually, the clock is stationary. The time is moving. Three in the air. That's Barth, and it's good.
Yeah, she's really explosive. We've got to make sure we know where she's at, and really, to be frank, if she's putting it on the deck, driving to the basket, it's probably a better option her stepping back for open, uncontested threes.
There's a little over a second difference in the game and the shot clock, so we'll give you shot clock time here. It's at 17 right now.
Bears look like they're going to try to take the last one of the quarter if they possibly can.
Is Horn set here? Is that right?
Yep, a little 4-out ball screen action. And
good.
I said the last one, plenty of time on the clock for the Saints.
Jones bringing it across. 1 second, didn't get it up, and we'll go to the second period. Bears trailing Thomas More 15-13. We'll be back after this. You're watching Bears basketball. Some of our biggest supporters are joining us here today, Kelly.
Yeah, if we have a ball game, the Atkins family is going to be sitting in the stand somewhere, and not only now, it's going generation down to generation. Great to see them.
Back to action here to start the second. Englert with it, looking for help. Picks up the dribble now. Now she does need help. Frazier flashes inside, and ball's knocked away. There's a scramble for it. It rolls out. Stone gets it. That's a good place for it to go, and that's a good shot.
Allie said, look what I found. I'll be glad to catch that and shoot it, and we would too.
And Bailey Frazier said, hey, don't forget my assist. 15 all here with 30 seconds gone in the second period. Brenner has it out on the wing. Englert out there guarding her. Barth goes right back to her. She shoots over Englert, short. Englert's going to get the rebound.
Yeah, we caught her kind of stationed right there. That's a tough shot just coming from no momentum, no movement in your shot. And it fell short, which a lot of times it will.
Englert backing down, shot up too hard off the glass. She's battling for the rebound, but Whiteman comes away with it.
Good hustle by Mary to try to get her second shot.
The new player for Thomas More will get you some information on her momentarily. They have it out on the wing to Jones. Barth driving, working against Colopy, and Colopy's going to be called for the foul. Kelly, busy day for you Pike Athletics, not just basketball and baseball. We're on top 3-0.
Yeah, it really is. We've got 9 sports. Well, 8. Coach Staggs was the only smart one in the softball canceled for rain today going to Union. But we've got 9 sports, or 8 now, on the road playing, competing in some kind of either a conference championship or just a regular season game. And hats off to our track and field team who just got back. We're going to try to get them on the air to kind of share with you all their success. But big shout out to our esports program. It's now back-to-back Mid-South Conference eSport champions. And
I have one of those students who will be bright and early, 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock Monday morning to tell us all about that. The team captain is in my class there. Free throws were good. Hurst is back in. The player that checked in momentarily was Madison Vickers. She's number 20, 5'8", junior from Covington, Kentucky. We know where that is.
Yes. Good job here by the
pressure.
Probably got by with a travel on that one.
Got its Colopy just in time to beat the shot clock.
Well, the Bears and the Saints right now are shooting 42% from the field, exact same percentage.
Feltner into the paint. What used to be the dotted line jumper rattles in.
Yeah, like the old half circle is now gone, but a great job of driving. And a lot of times the players will get too deep in there and get around the defense, but not that time. She did a great job of pulling up, used her mid-range jump shot.
17 apiece. 2 minutes into the period here. We approach halftime with Vickers having the basketball. She gets it up to Brenner. With 7 on the clock, Whiteman comes out and gets it. She's working against Stone, spins, free throw line jumper, no good. I think Free got a hand on it, and Colopy for sure got the rebound.
Great back-to-back possessions defensively there by the Bears.
So Feltner will walk it down. Looking for help. Colopy comes and bails her out. 17 still on the clock. She gets into the paint. Free into the corner to Frazier. That's Feltner, and she traveled.
They've been pretty consistent with that call, and anytime you drag that back foot, they're gonna make that call, and certainly I think they got that one right too.
Turner and Simon return for the Saints. Number 1 team in the country, and so far, not a lot of difference between these two teams.
There really is, and I really like the way we're playing currently. I actually think we match up really well with them defensively. They want to take it off the dribble quite a bit and shoot threes, and we're able to match up with that a little bit.
Shot's no good. Colopy with the rebound. They went 5 out that time, Kelly.
Yeah, they normally do that, but there's normally a weak link out there defensively from the other team. We don't have that. We're playing 4 guards and match up really well.
Stone kicks it out to Feltner. She shoots from the baseline good. Bears are back on top.
I like the concept of driving, forcing you to drive that thing baseline, but did a great job, Sarah Feltner, of getting to the baseline and making the mid-range jump shot.
Basically 10 guards on the floor right now.
No question. And all really good athletes.
Yes, they are. That's Brenner looking for help. She kicks it on the wing. That's Simon. Back to Brenner. Martin working against Sierra Feltner with 8 on the clock. Shots off, no good. There's Frazier with another rebound for the Bears.
Three stops in a row. They call those a kill in basketball lingo. And anytime you can string as many of those together throughout a game, that's great defensive success.
So it's a turkey in bowling.
Yep.
It's a kill in basketball. That's good.
And that's a 3 in basketball.
Yes, it is.
A lot of confidence when she shoots that basketball.
I always think that one's going in. Martin has it for Thomas More. Bears on top 19-17.
Turned out to be a very nice crowd here today at the old U-Pike Gym.
It's Blackout Day today.
Yep, in honor of National Black History Month. We've got some presentations we'll do throughout the day, and hats off to our diversity program here on campus with their inclusion that they've had here on campus. Got a great dinner beforehand. Fatten us up real good for the broadcast.
We'll take that anytime. Brenner has it, 12 on the clock. Spins, free, left-handed shot, good, off the glass.
Yeah, that's a tough shot, but as a coach, you're like, that's okay. They earned every piece of that one, and that's your objective defensively, is try to make everything as tough as you possibly can, tough twos, tough threes, and then take away the rebound. And certainly I think the last 4 possessions, we have done that completely and solidly.
Sometimes we have to remember they're college basketball players too.
Yeah, they're not robots.
They can make the shots too, and that one's out of bounds. I thought it was deflected actually by Turner, but it's not the call.
Yeah, no complaint there by Allie Stone. She just turned and went to. Of course, she's not going to complain regardless, but certainly I think that was probably the right call.
Englert in as Colopy gets a breather. 5 minutes to play here.
All knotted up. 19-19.
Simon hands it off. That's Barth on the drive. Shoots. Good.
Yeah, she's very crafty and, obviously a first team all-conference type player, all-American type player, so she's going to make some of those shots.
Free lost the handle on it briefly. Gets it to Frazier. That's Stone with the basketball. 4.5 to play. 13 on the clock. Englert gets it out top. She's going to step back, shoot it.
Boom.
Good. 2-point shot. Her toes were on the line. We're locked in at 21.
And, folks, the live stats are now active. Sorry for those who like to follow the live stats. They are now up and rolling.
We'll take them. Shot up, no good. Englert with the board. I thought they were going to call a foul. They called timeout instead. Cliff Williams is going to call a timeout. That'll probably be parlayed into the media timeout with 4:03 to play. Yep, it is the media timeout. So we'll take a break. We'll be back after this. You're watching U-Pike Sports here on the Bears Network. Back at the gym here, locked up at 21, media timeout of the second period. Kelly, you were trying to rush through a minute ago all the teams that are playing today and the accomplishments that have already happened this weekend.
Yeah, and I'm just now texting our cheer and dance teams to send me updates so I can put those on air as well. So it's a busy day, and Enterprise has certainly been happy to see U-Pike this weekend. I think we have literally rented out every single vehicle that they have, and I do hats off to Enterprise. They've been a great partner.
They'll do everything they can for us, that's for sure. They certainly were.
We'll change the defense here by the Saints. A little 2-1-2. Half court.
Enterprise, God said to me the year we won it out there, they had us in a really nice SUV as Englert's shot bounces off the rim. And Frazier's going to go to the stripe.
That's a great job. And like I said earlier, Bailey will get in there and rebound, and that's given us a great advantage on the rebound margin. That's 14 to 8, and it's now our fourth offensive rebound, if it's been updated yet, third or fourth offensive rebound so far today.
Frazier's first shot is good. The men's game today will be a matchup of two of the three Mid-South schools that have won national championships in the last dozen years. It bodes well for how basketball has been, how strong it's been in this league. And also, on top of that, we had Life University in the semifinal, and they were in the championship game. So we've had four different schools play for the championship.
Yeah, that shows you how strong our league is. And they were talking today about the Big 12 and Power 5 basketball, things of that nature. And I feel like the Mid-South Conference is that for the NAI.
There's no question about it. Englert with the rebound to the missed layup. Right down the lane she goes. Shots up no good, but Frazier's right there to get it. Deflected. It's going to be out of bounds, and it will be – oh, that's a bad call. That was deflected by Thomas Moore. They're going to give it to the –
Yeah, I think that was the caveat that we got by with a foul right there and gave the ball to Thomas Moore. The Thomas Moore fan section here not real pleased with that call.
Yeah. So, Wilberforce on Thursday, huh? You made that journey.
Yes, that was an experience, no question about it, and really was one of the more fun days I've had in a long time to be able to travel with our team and watch them play well and win. We went down there and brought the Sports Network live streaming on the road as well as bringing the stats to the game. So it was a great job by our crew, and both our men's and women's teams stepped to the challenge.
Any day that starts out with a faculty meeting can't be that bad, can it?
No question about it. We started off early in the morning with all our faculty and got to say hello to them, and then it was 4 hours down the street and 4 hours back. I made it back at a whopping 3 a.m. in the morning, and I was fresh as a flower on Friday.
I did notice as I drove in, I kind of chuckled that your truck wasn't here yet when I pulled in at 8:30 yesterday morning, and I don't blame you.
Yeah, I pulled in at about 10 o'clock, and that was probably too soon.
Yeah. England going to bring it down.
I used to be able to hang. I've gotten softer than butter here lately.
It's a young man's deal, that's for sure.
Move to the left.
Nice spin move, going left-handed, and the Bears lead by 4.
That is Mary Englert's 8 points. She's 4 for 11 from the field.
Out high is Turner. Bears have a new player in the game. We'll get you that in just a minute.
Sammy Sykes is on the floor.
Sammy Sykes getting the Johnson Central product. On the drive, that's Martin. We got a foul and a bucket.
Yeah, let her get that one step around. I think that's Sierra's second foul.
So she will go to the bench for the final 146. Free comes in, Colopy comes in, and Feltner and Frazier will come out. Sammy Sykes, by the way, 5'5" sophomore from Sitka, Kentucky. Young lady's been through quite a bit since she's been here at UPike in the last couple of years. And glad to see her getting some playing time.
Yeah, what a strong young lady, and certainly she's a fighter, and she's done a great job of just persevering through her challenges, and now she's getting opportunities to be a part of a great program here at UPike, and we'll love her and her family through it.
Rachel Martin's free throw is good. She'll go to the bench as Maggie Jones returns.
Yeah, there's change of defense here with this little 2-1-2. They put their guard in the middle of their little half-court trap. And really, it matches up against our offense really well. Great move there by Coach Hans. Hands.
Sights with the basketball. They're trapping her over there on the wing out of this zone.
Really got us late in our shot clock here.
Sure did, but that's an answer right there when you get it to Allie Stone. If she pulled up on the bare head, I'd feel good about it. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I don't mind her shooting it anywhere she wants to go.
Nice job by the Bears getting back on the defensive side there. Barth driving on Englert. There's a foul. And that'll be the first of the day on Englert. 2 free throws coming here. By the way, for those of you wondering, I'm sure you've seen Coach Williams on the side. It's unusual to see him in or anybody for that matter, in a T-shirt and a sports coat. That shirt, the women wore that during the warm-ups this morning. It says HOPE, and it's a mental illness awareness situation. A lot of signage around the gym about that today too.
Yeah, no question. Mental health is something we really try to stress here at the university, and it's nationwide. It's just continuing to be a focal point of athletics, and certainly we partner with a lot of great resources here on campus, and our Thrive Center here reaches out and supports our student athletes and our students and faculty as well as any group could ever possibly do it.
That they do. And also Brady Schmidt, the former Bear, started an organization late in his time here, and he's still an employee here that helps service student athletes and their mental health needs. So,
yeah, it's program's called Honest Athletes, and they meet every week as a group and share stories and share more than that, share support for each other.
Absolutely.
And we all go through stuff. There's none of us excluded from that, and to be able to have somebody lean on and talk about it, it's always a great thing.
Free with the elbow jumper, 3-point lead for the Bears. 35 seconds to play, 22 on the shot clock here. And this crowd's getting into it now. And we've got an offensive foul, illegal screen on Thomas Moore. That is her second foul.
Yeah, offense for defense here now. Good position right here to be able to take the last shot. The shot clock is now off, working off the game clock.
Are you surprised that Englert's on the bench?
A little bit, but I think we don't want to get her another foul. She got that second foul down on the baseline, and sometimes you have to roll the dice with the lead.
Free with it, 10 on the clock. She starts the offense in action, gets a little screen out there right to the bucket, and we're going to go to the line for two with 4.7 to play. Yeah,
they probably missed that one, but I thought that was payback for the one on the other end. They got Mary Engler on. I didn't think that was a foul either. But sometimes you put the officials in those positions, they've got to make a call that works in your favor.
And the live stats has Engler with only one foul. That's why I asked you if you thought that. I was surprised, but maybe she does have two. Free throw is good. Bears on top by 4.
Yeah. I pray that is correct.
I do too. So Bears going to have a lead. And that makes it a 5-point advantage at the break here. Well, let's see. Down the floor, one bounce, shot up, a three that looked good, bounced off the front of the rim by Madison Vickers. And at the break, UPike on top 31-26 over the number 1 team in all the land here. Mary Englert talking to John Peters about that, I'm sure about that call.
Yeah, anytime you drive to the basket, it makes it tough not to call those fouls when you get in there. And here the Bears are coming out to shoot with their same Black History Month T-shirts on.
Yeah, they've got those Black History Month shirts on. That's good. Okay, we'll step away and take a break, and hopefully David Espinoza may join us here at halftime. We'll see. We'll be back after this. You are watching UPike basketball. Welcome back to UPike Gym. Rick Bentley with you here at the half. Bears are on top of the number 1 team in the country, Thomas More, 31-26. The men are out here getting their warm-ups in. Kelly went to check on baseball, I'm sure. I'm joined here by David Espinoza, the leader of the UPike track and field team, and apparently you've already had yourself a nice weekend, young man.
We did. So we just got back last night from the Mid-South Championships, and came away with some hardware. So
Now that's the indoor,
yes,
right? And tell us about your winners. Tell us about how that went.
Yeah, so we had Heaven Carver finished 5th in the women's 60 hurdle. We had Verlicia Scarlett and Gabby Cook place in the women's weight. Verlicia was conference runner-up in that. Valerie Kendrick and Verlicia Scarlett placed in the women's shot put. Valerie was took third place, so all conference honors there. And then in the shot put, Noah Thomas took third, get all conference there. And then the big thing was the men's weight throw. Both Noah Thomas and David Exum placed in that, but Noah came away with a new championship record in that, throwing 18:57 yesterday, and winning the conference title for us. And it's actually the first one on the men's side in school history for U Pike.
So tell us where we go from here.
So Noah has qualified for the indoor national championships. Right now he's sitting 7th in the nation. So we leave next week for Sioux Falls, South Dakota for our indoor national championships.
They play that at that arena up there?
Yes.
They're really nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. That's an arena that they play a lot of early season college basketball games, and some of those whatever they call those games that don't count toward the number of games you can play in a season up there. That's a really, really fantastic venue up there.
Yeah, we were there last year with Noah, so get to go back. Hopefully the weather plans out for us going up to South Dakota, but we're excited, and again, we're looking to bring home some hardware.
David, the program is still kind of in its infancy. But Noah Thomas has really put his mark on this program, hasn't he?
He has. So right now Noah owns every school record here at U Pike, and he has some lofty goals, and he's looking to continuing to succeed. So he's putting himself in as probably one of the great athletes in U Pike history right now.
Last year, when we came back from one of the big tournaments he was really successful in, we brought him on the court. I happened to be doing the PA that day, and the crowd went. The student body really got him. They really like that guy. He's a really popular guy around campus. He's just not just here to play track and field. He's out there. He's involved in student campus activities.
He is. He's a little bit of a quiet guy, but not. It's hard not to like him, and he supports everyone, talks to everyone when he gets around, and walking around these facilities, they see the work that he puts in, and seeing him reap those rewards. So he's a one-of-a-kind athlete that you don't get too often. So
now, how long is it until outdoor season starts? Has it already started?
It technically has already started for everyone that hasn't qualified for nationals. We essentially started at 9 p.m. yesterday. Noah will have another 2.5 weeks of indoor season, but we'll open up our first outdoor meet right now on March 24th and 25th down at Montreat, North Carolina.
Okay, I'm going to ask you an odd question, but bear with me. What is the difference in indoor and outdoor track and field?
So biggest difference is the size of the track. So indoors, it's a 200-meter track versus outdoor, it's a 400-meter track. There's different events that are contested. So Noah's going like this week, in a couple weeks for the weight throw. That is the indoor equivalent of the hammer that we throw outdoor. We don't throw the disc indoors. We throw that outdoor. They had the 10,000 for the distance races, the decathlon, the steeplechase, things like that. So some of the events change as well.
But it'll be the same student athletes.
Same student athletes, yep.
And Noah really involved in that as well, right?
He is. So he's the defending Mid-South Conference Athlete of the Year. So he came out last year scoring the most points out of any student athlete in the Mid-South Conference. So, he wants to kind of defend that. That's a lofty thing to do. You got to score a lot of points in a lot of events. And we're looking to return to nationals and trying to bring some of his teammates along with him.
One thing that I like that we do in our league is we have a track athlete of the week and a field athlete of the week. and that has to be obviously anytime you can honor an athlete, that's good. There's never a bad thing that you can do honoring an athlete, but I think in that particular sport, that's necessary.
Yeah, there's just so many events to label it just down to one is very hard, and we could really even section it down even more from a distance athlete to a sprinter,
Right.
to a jumper to a thrower, but dividing the field and the runners is a big thing.
Recruiting has been a big part of what you've done here so far.
Yes, so still recruiting heavily for 23-24. We have some very good student athletes coming in next fall. Kind of excited, and just building and making us even more stronger than what we are now.
Do you find, how far out do you have to go to find Mid-South or our level of competitors here? Are there local kids who you can keep an eye on?
Yeah, there's a vast majority of local students that we go after. I recruit all over the United States,
Sure.
so actually next week I'm going to a signing for a gentleman. We're coming out of West Virginia. We're talking to some kids from California. We go international as well.
Good.
So talking to a young lady from Spain. So with my sport, it's very easy. A mark is a mark. So it doesn't matter where they're running that 100 meters at. That time is that same time anywhere in the world.
It translates very easy to the college level. I can tell you that those international, from somebody who's been in the classroom for the last 10 years, those international students bring a lot to the table.
They do. They see, particularly the track and field sport, a little bit different than the Americans do. They don't compete as much in Europe, so when they come here, they kind of have a quick potential ceiling that's being raised because they don't put in essentially the work that we kind of do, but they're still putting in quite a bit of work.
Okay, one more time. The National Indoor Track and Field, when is that?
It is going to be March 1st through the 4th.
In Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Mm-hmm.
Brother, I'm going to pray for good weather for you.
All right.
How's that?
Thank you so much.
It's David Espinoza, the coach of track and field here at U-Pike. And, well, I'll tell you what, he's really got them going there. And on the indoor side, and I'm sure outdoor season will go as well. Thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, thank you, Rick.
All right, we'll take a break and come back with you some stats here and get ready for the second half. Bears on top of Thomas More, 31-26. You're listening to watching U-Pike basketball. And we welcome you back to the U-Pike Gym. Rick Bentley, Kelly Wells with you. It's halftime. Women leading the number one team in the country, 31-26 here at the break. And Kelly trying to keep everybody updated on what's going on around Mid-South sports today, or in U-Pike sports today. Baseball team has fallen behind out there, 11-5. But I remember when we first started playing out here at Johnny LeMaster Field, before it was called Johnny LeMaster Field even, and we went years before we hit a home run out of that park. We got a guy out there not having that problem right now.
Yeah, Noah Helton's already hit 2 home runs, and I think that's either his 4th or 5th on the season already
that
this year.
That gives him 5 on the season.
Yeah, he is not. I think the fact that he moved over to be my graduate assistant in athletics really amped up his hitting percentage and his strength. So I always give Noah a hard time. But no, he's a wonderful student athlete here at the university.
Let's just go ahead and tell everybody we drug test those kids too.
Yeah, I don't think you have any worries with Noah Helton.
No, I don't think so either. Kelly, looking at the halftime stats, you've got them pulled up there. We're shooting 50% overall, and they're not.
Yeah, only 4 athletes have scored for Thomas More right now so far. Is Barth with 11 on 3 of 7 shooting, Simon with 4 on 2 of 4 shooting, Martin with 3 on 1 of 3 shooting, and then Brenner with 8 on 3 of 4 shooting. For the Bears, we are led in scoring by Mary Englert with 8, Allie Stone with 4, Bailey Frazier with 6, Haley Free with 4, and Sarah Feltner with 6, and Katie Colopy with 3, which leads us to the 31-26 halftime score with the Bears leading over the number 1 ranked Thomas More Saints.
One of the reasons that we have that advantage is a 19-9 edge on the glass.
Anytime you double up your opponent, no matter when you're playing, that's an amazing job. And we've really taken care of the defensive rebounds. And one of the things when talking to Coach Williams in their stretch where they went 1-3 was they lost the rebounding margin in those games. And he is not going to stand for that. So they're going to continue, even without the leading rebounder in the country, Morgan Stamper, they're going to try to do a concentrated effort on making sure it's one shot only, and then rebound the ball.
By the way, today's senior day for the table over there, too. Those guys won't be here Tuesday night when we play. So
yeah, that's as much as we love our student athletes, that's going to be a hard crew to replace too.
That is right there. Vernon White, Paul Hunt, and John Bevins. We call him Gump over there for their finale today for this season. We'll make sure we get that in there. We're not running them off. Turner with the layup.
Great play out of the halftime there. Not first rodeo for Coach Hans over there. He knows how to draw them up, and great easy basket to start the second half for the Saints.
Free getting the start today with Stamper out. They go inside, kicking it out. That's Bailey Frazier on the drive. She stops. Nice up and under and good.
We talk about this on the broadcast all the time, and throughout a game's time, Bailey will shoot it more with her left hand than she does her right hand. She's naturally a right-handed shooter.
As long as they go in, right?
And they do go in.
Yep, they do. It's Turner balancing the floor. Martin with it. Trying to work against Stone. Got rid of it quickly. That's Barth, and her shot's no good, and Mary English says, I'll take that.
Yeah, a lot of contact there. We got by with the rebound heading in transition now for the Bears.
Stone with the basketball out top. Gets a screen from Englert. Extended elbow, and it's good.
Yeah, really good job of I'd like to see her scoot her toes back a little bit and get that 3 out of that. But a great job of hitting that mid-range shot. And anytime she shoots it, it's hard for me to say it's a bad shot of any kind.
Bears on top, 5 touchdowns to 4, 35-28 here.
Back in her man-to-man half-court defense.
Driving against Sierra Felton. You're going to have to do something to get by her, though.
Yeah, great job of holding her ground in there and blocking the path to the rim.
Martin with it, under 10 on the clock. Into the paint. Nice job by Bailey Frazier. Got a hand on that one and got the rebound as well. Feltner on the drive. And steps called on Englert.
Like we said before, those have to be 2 separate moves. You can't make them all at once. They go by in the shot fake. You have to separate those moves.
You almost have to. Sometimes when you see them calling it, like they just have to bounce the ball and then move.
Yeah, ball goes up, but your hind end's got to stay down.
Yeah. Hurst hands it off to Simon. That's Barth driving against Free. Cut off, up, under, good.
Yeah, she's just so crafty, hard to guard in there, and does a great job also of using both her hands. That's that's a left-hand finish for a right-hand score.
She may have seen Bailey Frazier do that a minute ago and said, I can do that.
Yep, that was a very, very good move to the rim.
Feltner picks up her dribble, kicks it out. Frazier will chase it down in front of the bench. Balances the floor. Englert's jumper, no good. Battle for the rebound. Thomas Moore's going to come away with it. That's Martin. Push it down to Turner. And nice job by Englert hustling back on defense, getting their hand on the ball.
Yeah, missed an opportunity right there to take that one up. Hurst should have probably finished that on the same side instead of driving it through for the pass.
Englert lost control of it. Free gets it. Jumper, no good. Turner, it should have been a walk. There wasn't a call there. And Thomas Moore is on a 2-on-1 break. And Stone says you're going to have to earn these at the free throw line.
Yeah, that's what Hurst should have done the last play as well. And good foul there by Allie Stone, not giving anything free at the basket.
Her first foul. 35-30, Bears by 5, 6:58 to play here in the third quarter. So
I've been really impressed with both teams being able to spread the floor out, and they're operating from 12 to 18-foot spacing on every player, and really hard to defend that. Really defining your help side and getting the dribble drives. Both teams have done a good job of exposing each other's defense.
Free throw's good. It's also a really interesting game to watch because essentially you're playing 40 minutes with 10 guards on the floor.
Yeah, it's really exhausting defensively, but both groups have really done a good job. Percentages aren't too high, 35% for the Saints and 50% from the field for the Bears.
Frazier's corner jumper, no good. Turner with the rebound. Finds a teammate in Barth. She's driving on Free, and Free's going to send her to the line.
Yeah, they're very aggressive driving to the hole, and the best way to guard a player like Barth is not let her catch it. You're going to have to do a better job of once she gets it and takes it off the deck, even when you're playing good, solid defense, she gets to that free throw line, and she's relentless at getting there.
Two tosses for her. Should mention that Thomas Moore with a local angle on this team. We haven't seen her yet. Freshman Alyssa Ellswick, 5'11", Shelby Valley product.
Wonderful young lady from a wonderful family.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Certainly we root for her every night except for probably 2 times a year.
Exactly.
And tonight's
one of those.
Against the Bears. But, no, we love Alyssa and her family as well. Great folks, and also mama's an alum.
Absolutely. And Stone gets rid of it. Got another local angle with her just in a minute. Shots off, no good. Turner with the rebound. Had it deflected away, but came away with it. Now, Zoe Barth, she is the person, Kelly, who was her mother, Samantha, was the donor for Jody Thompson when he needed a kidney.
Yeah, a wonderful gesture of hope. And, oh, wow, what a backdoor play, and blew it.
Shots off, no good. Battle for the rebound. We got a jump ball. It's going to be Bears basketball on the arrow. Now, I know that's something that is close, near and dear to your heart with organ donation. But the interesting thing about that was Samantha was at Elkhorn City about the same time Jody was at Feds Creek, and we know what kind of rivalry that can be. But she knew that he needed help, and she was willing to step up for it.
Yeah, just what a heart for others that is. And, I've been in that scenario 2 different times. So those asks are extremely hard. I know Jody considers her a lifesaver, and certainly, hopefully, the good message of that goes around the country for all folks to be able to have that opportunity, can step to the plate to save somebody's life.
Samantha's husband, Darren, he and I grew up about 3/10 of a mile from each other, so see him on a regular basis. Those two are here today. Samantha's parents are here, Sam Cook and his wife Marie, and it's always great to see those local people, even when they come cheer for the other team. It's always good to have them back here and in the UPike gym, and I would imagine Samantha was glad to see that this game was in this gym.
Yeah, and we're not just about UPike, we're about people. So,
That's right.
Certainly people are people, and we love them all. We just root a little harder for the ones in the orange and black.
And the honest truth of the matter is that Cliff Williams recruited her, and she chose to go to Thomas More. And you know what Cliff said? Well, I wish you the best of luck, as you say, except for the 2 times a year we play you.
Absolutely.
So, just wonderful people, that group right there, no question about it. 5:53 on the clock here. There's another thing going on today, Kelly. The event up at Fazoli's for the at least the women's
for the women's golf team. And if you get a chance to slide out to Fazoli's, the proceeds today will go to that program. So give yourself a chance. Everybody likes Fazoli's, loves the grub. So get on out there. And don't forget, tonight is also Mr. Gaddy's senior night as well. So if you get a chance to support Mr. Gaddy's and their support of U-Pike, we'd appreciate that too.
3 by Englert.
Wow.
Good. That lead back up to 5.
That was the no, yes, great shot.
And Mary will do that from time to time.
She really does. Puts us on her toes quite often.
One more thing about the Fazoli's thing, speaking of alums, owned by U-Pike alums.
Yeah, absolutely. And we want to support all those anytime we can.
Absolutely. Up, under, good. Nice job that time by Simon. 38-35. Bears lead is 3. 5:03 to play.
Yeah, nice move by Simon there in the post. You can kind of tell what they're trying to do. Everything's at the rim right now, either off the dribble drive or off the post up.
There's a steal for Thomas Moore. Barth lays it up. Good, and a foul. Stone late with that contact. Never gets the shot up.
Yeah, Barth is she's a big-time player, and that's one that Allie Stone will learn from there and get better from it. And hopefully watching Barth play a little bit. She's very experienced in there and does a great job of leading her team, and she got a chance to tie the ball game up here with a free throw.
That'll come after the media timeout. 4:51 to play. Bears lead by 1 over number 1 in the country, and we're back after this. It's U-Pike basketball. Barth at the free throw line here. Kelly, we're between the 7th, in the middle of the 7th out there on the baseball field, and Lords leads at 11-5. So Bears coming to the dish. As Barth evens it up here at 38 with the free throw.
Almost like we didn't play any game today so far.
Almost.
You can tell a little different outcomes right here for Thomas Moore, shooting 58% here in this third quarter. Much better job offensively for them, and they've also stymied the Bears offensively.
And Englert picks up her dribble. Ball bounces twice, but Stone runs it down. 8 on the clock. Frazier, couple of bounces. Englert inside. Powers back to her left. No good. Frazier in there battling for the rebound and didn't get it. That was Barth with the rebound there. Get it down the floor quickly to Brenner. And that's Simon. Spins right in front of the rim. Missed it. And free with the rebound for the Bears.
Yeah, I think they feel like they've got a mismatch advantage there in the post, and they're really going to try to feed Simon probably the remaining part of this game.
Under 4 to play now. Englert with it. Top of the key. Couple of bounces. Steps back. Couldn't get the shot off, though. That's Feltner. Goes back to Englert. Now she'll shoot it off the back iron. Brenner with the rebound for Thomas Moore. They're trying to regain the lead. Jones finds her teammate Hurst. 3 deep from Brenner, and it misses everything.
Way downtown. Both teams settled on these last 2 possessions here, and neither coach super pleased with the outcomes of those last 2 possessions offensively.
So Feltner's going to bring it down the floor. 3:20 to play here in the third quarter, and Englert just ran over a defender. We got 1 charge and 1 block, and let's see which one comes away with it here.
That's a tough call. Both transition, both run into each other. It'll be interesting, this outcome.
$3:19 to play as we have commenced the odd manning out there, as my buddy Jason Blanton would say. They're going to send both teams to the benches. And now we're going to get the foul on Thomas Moore. Emily Simon.
Yeah, those two have been kind of going at it a little bit here the last couple of possessions, and good physical play there, and really there was no win call on that. Either way, somebody was going to be upset.
Might be a matter of John Peters has called 37 UPike women's games this year. Might have factored in there. Englert gets it down inside, off the glass and good.
A little extra fire by Mary Englert. I love it.
40-38, 3:05 to play. And Simon got rid of it into the hands of Barth. Simon with it again. Barth is behind the back. Scoop, no good. She'll go to the line to try to tie it again.
Yeah, she forces the defense to have to play her in there, and a lot of times gets the foul call. Now that's going to be Barth's 8th and 9th free throw tonight, and she hasn't missed any.
Felner's going to go to the sidelines as Colopy checks back in, the freshman from Walnut Hills High School in Cincinnati. Did you ever play in Cincinnati when you were at Round?
We went up to Northern Kentucky. Used to have a tournament called the Famous Recipe.
Yes, I remember the least famous recipe.
Yep, tournament up there, and we went to it one year. And, of course, when I was at Mason County, we played up that way all the time as a coach.
This free throw can tie it, and it does. We're locked at 40 with 2:49 to play here in period number 3.
For Barth, that is her 20th point, and 9 for 9 from the free throw line.
She leads all scorers in the game. 3. Gets it to Stone. Drives no good, but there's Frazier battling for the rebound again. That's not Feltner. That's Englert, but the shot was off, and it'll be Thomas More basketball.
Good effort by Bailey Frazier on the glass right there. That would be Bailey's 7th rebound of the day at the guard position, leading all rebounders so far.
Thomas More can take the lead this trip down the floor, and as you say, Kelly, they're trying to post up Barth in there, and they get it into her. Shot rolls off. Nice defense by Free. Nice rebound by Frazier, number 8 for her. Here comes Englert, gets to the elbow, turns her back to her defender, goes right to the glass, no good.
Yep, no calls on both ends of the floor, letting the players play.
3 in the air, good by Hurst, and Thomas Moore's on top. 43-40.
A very experienced player. Hurst has been with the program for a long time, made some big plays, and that was a big shot by her.
Stone going to balance the floor with 18 on the shot clock here. Englert's going to come out to set a screen for her. She did not use it. Drives anyway, and she'll go to the stripe for a couple. When you come out and set that screen, it's up to the ball handler to use it, because you can't move when you set that screen.
Absolutely, you have to put your guard in a good position, and the guard's got to put a post in a good position there.
86% free throw shooter is Allie Stone. She'll go to the line here as Madison Vickers just checked back in. Thomas More. Free throw is good. 1:33 on the clock here in the third period. Men's game to follow. So if you're local, come on out. Made them both. It's 43-42.
Got to come with this little 1-2-2 half court or 3/4 court trap. Try to slow the pace down a little bit.
Hurst gets rid of it quickly. Vickers, if I'm Barth with it, way outside. She's not posting up now that she's got Bailey Frazier.
Yeah, I like that matchup a little bit better, just a little more size.
Down inside, couldn't handle the pass. Hurst, and it's going to be UPike basketball with 1:09 to play here in the third.
Yeah, good cut right there by Hurst. Just couldn't keep the handle on it and turned it over to the Bears.
This game will help decide the top 4 seeds in the conference tournament.
Yeah, no pressure.
No, none at all. Thomas More and Campbellsville will be 1 and 2. UPike is battling, I believe, Cumberland's
for 3-4.
For 3-4. We'll see how that plays out as the day goes on. Free from the elbow, off the iron, no good.
Good drive right there. Good little wide open elbow jump shot. Good possession there. Just didn't get the shot.
Here comes Barth. Stops at the elbow. No good. And Mary Englert just reached out one hand, grabbed that rebound.
Good job by Mary. She's really been rebounding the ball well.
Gets it down to Stone to beat the shot clock, beat the 10-second count. She gets into the paint, kicks it. That's Colopy, and it's good. Bears back on top.
Great job, great find right there by Allie Stone and Katie Colopy with a big three right there heading into the end of this third quarter, and need to stop here this last 12 seconds.
How about the two freshmen playing against the number one team in the country, and they don't care.
No blinking.
Nope. On the drive, it's Garth. No good, but they call the foul on Frazier. And I'll be honest with you, I think Bailey tried to foul her. I'm just not sure she ever got there.
Yeah, that was another good drive, and again, she's a challenge to guard. You're going to have to do some different looks at her, try to trap her off some of those dribble drives, but the hard part to do it is you can't give help off shooters or they're going to make it.
Sammy Whiteman just checked back in for Thomas Moore.
Kind of got to catch her before she gets her drive going and have her settle for a mid-range jump shot versus getting to the rim. She's pretty well drawn a foul on every player on the Bears team.
Including a couple who haven't gotten a game yet.
10 for 10 from the line, and this will be 11 for 11.
So she'll go to the bench for probably 2.2 seconds as Martin checks back in.
I've seen us run this little play here in practice a couple times. Turn shot.
Not going to get shot up. And we go to the fourth quarter, tied at 45. So we'll be back after this. U-Pike basketball. Got 10 minutes to play here at the U-Pike Gym. Bears and Thomas Moore locked at 45. You mentioned earlier that softball postponed their season opener today at Union. Robert Staggs used to have a rule that if the temperature was below his age, he didn't play. And now he's kind of
pretty soon he's going to have to go to Florida to play all his games.
That's where he got to, so he's playing a little more often now. But I like that out of him. Thomas Moore with the basketball on the drive. Nice job by Colopy to cut off the driver there. With it now is Brenner.
This is a good opportunity for us to make a little bit of a run. You got Hurst and Barth on the bench right now. This will be a good chance for us to make a little spurt.
Rebound number 9 for Frazier. Colopy on the drive, sprinting it down the floor. Now she'll stop and find Sierra Feltner. Colopy hands it to Frazier. Feltner with it again. Standing on the Bearhead.
Both teams only have one player in double figures so far. It's Mary Englert with 13th and Barth with 22.
Englert kicks it out. Frazier had the three, didn't take it. 5 on the clock.
And
that was
she got
good.
it.
Nice drive and bucket that time by Bailey Frazier.
If any of the players are paying attention, they are going to call a foul going to the basket. Do not settle unless it's a wide open shot, and you'll have opportunities to shoot free throws today. Free throw disparity here is 13 for 14, which now is 14 of 15 to 7 of 7.
Actually,
I got that backwards.
That's 8 out of 8.
8 out of 8 for U-Pike and 13 out of 14 for the Saints.
There's a drive and a bucket by Martin.
Shifty little scoop shot.
The three-point play gives the Bears a 1-point lead here, 48-47. Under 9 to play, and Colopy drug the pivot foot. I don't think she buys it.
Yeah, I was kind of watching the backdoor cutter, didn't see her back foot, so I'm going to refrain from making judgment.
Martin going to walk it down. She's got a screen out there. Bears doing a nice job switching. Three deep by Martin, off the rim, no good, but the rebound is claimed by Whiteman. She found Martin driving. It went off her foot. We got a tie up here, and it will be UPike basketball. 8:35 to play.
Nice new looking scores table out there with a shot, with a possession there right on the front of it.
I like it. Feltner going to walk it up. 8:25 to play. Bears nursing a 1-point lead over the number 1 team in all the land, and that's going to be a foul on Thomas More. There was a lot more contact there after the whistle than there needed to be.
Yeah, you could have stepped right in there and cleared that up, but certainly a lot of contact on that play.
Maggie Jones called for the foul. That's already 2 on Thomas More here in the fourth quarter.
It'd be great to get in that bonus here early in this fourth.
Yes, it would. Feltner has the floor balanced. Frazier sprints through now. Feltner on the drive, off the rim, no good. Well, she had every chance there to.
She kissed it off the square and just kissed it a little bit too hard.
Yep.
What a game here tonight. Number 1, Thomas More versus, I think what are we currently ranked?
25th, I believe.
25. I was getting ready to say 23. Great opportunity for the Bears here if we can close down the stretch.
I think it's one of those deals, Kelly, where everybody feels like, including our rater, that the Bears should be higher in the ratings. But
yeah, you just have to keep put your hard hat and bring your lunch pail and keep working every single day and let the games play out.
We went through that. With your team.
That a lot of times, yeah.
Went to the national tournament and won, and then we didn't have to worry about it anymore.
That changed the whole scope of things.
8 minutes to play here. Bears on top by 3. There's a drive, shot good. Nice shot by Martin.
Hey, Martin has been huge here in the fourth. She's gotten to the basket, handled the basketball, played good defense. She's been tremendous, and wholesale substitutions coming for the Saints.
Sure are. Feltner looking inside. Engler got knocked to the ground. They find Stone, free, 3, and that's good.
You just can't you just feel good when she gets it. I don't know how else to explain it. She just does a great job and really is a late game baller, too. She plays her best at the end of the game.
Thomas More trailing by 4 here. Position they're not used to being in. Free throw line jumper, no good. Double-digit rebounds by Bailey Frazier as she pulls that one down.
Great job by Bailey on that glass. We talked about earlier how important it would be for us to rebound the basketball. It's a 26-19 advantage on the glass for the Bears.
There goes Feltner right down that free throw lane. Frazier with it. Flashes back into the paint. Shot up. Oh, no good, and she'll get 2 free throws.
Another good drive by Bailey Frazier, and starting to get opportunities at the free throw lines. We took a little bit of lesson off the Saints there.
Now, Kelly, tell me the difference, and you were one, so this would be easy for you maybe. Bailey Frazier, a coach's kid. How does that factor in?
Well, you hope that they see the game and think the game a little faster than everybody else. Now, that's not to say that other kids aren't great at that too, but a coach's kid just kind of lives that life a little bit, and they watch games differently, and they analyze things a little bit differently. And I think Bailey certainly has. It's been contagious. She's learned a lot from her father's guidance in basketball, but a lot of that's also self-motivated. You got to want to do those kind of things and want to learn it, and she certainly has. She's just been a great asset for us.
Biggest lead I remember today, 6 points for the Bears, 55-49. We got 6:42 to play here. Thomas More with the basketball. Couple of bounces by Simon. They kick it out. Barth is back in. Shot is up. No good. But they get the rebound. That's Turner.
Yeah, you got to chase that one down. You get a chance when they miss that 3 to chase that rebound down, and didn't quite wrap it up.
There goes Turner on the drive. Lays it up. Good. Lead is still 4 for the Bears. But, boy, you'd like to have the ball with a 6-point lead.
Yeah, right. Nice move there by Riley Turner. Very heads-up play, getting to the baseline, and we did the old Bullfighters defense on that one.
Yeah, we did. And there goes Feltner down the lane, kicks it out. That's free with the basketball. Feltner gets it back. Driving. Look all alone is Stone for the 3. Good.
Somehow defense did not get their assignment, because if it's leaving Allie Stone open, that's not a good one.
Three is off, but again, Turner goes in and gets the rebound.
We've had a lot of success when we forced them to shoot perimeter shots versus interior shots.
Hurst, no good. Stone with the board.
Great stop there by the Bears, and we continue to keep them on the perimeter. You're going to see a defensive change here, I think. Yeah, a little 2-1-2.
Englert has the basketball. She's really taken a beating out there. There's a turnover. Barth came away with it for Thomas More.
Yeah, they've been very physical with her, but of all of our girls, I figured can handle it. She's one of them.
I agree. Bucket's good and a foul. Stone wanted to charge, but she was clearly inside the circle.
That was the right call, and sometimes you got to concede those a little bit, let them get two, and not give them an opportunity to get the line. But really, really nice move there by Simon, getting deep in the basket.
Bears by 5. Thomas More trying to get it down to 4 here. And boy, they are money at the free throw line.
Yeah, that's now 14 out of 15, but I'll tell you who's shooting them better.
Yeah.
The Bears. They're 11 for 11.
11 for 11.
Back at this 2-2-1. Got to get some wings over here on the other side to kind of balance this out.
I don't know if I liked Feltner bouncing it right across the line and then stopping.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
Stone with it over on the left wing.
This 2-1-2, coach has done a great job. It matches up against our offense right here. Good job. And then you play man-to-man out of it from the 2-1-2.
Feltner did a nice job finding Frazier for the reverse layup, and the lead's back to 6 for the Bears. Shot is up for 3, and it's good.
Line drive.
Courtney Hurst hit the 3. We got a timeout with 4:39 to play.
Yeah, she's a big game player. Kind of held her quiet there in the first half, but this end of the game, she's gonna rise to the occasion.
So we got a timeout on the floor. We'll be back in a minute. Chupac basketball. Welcome back to the U-Pike Gym. Rick Bentley, Kelly Wells with you. Bears on top 60-57. Number 25 leading number 1. Englert gets it across the timeline. That's Free with it. Frazier out to Englert, and there's a foul. That's going to put us in the bonus, Kelly.
I love that. That's perfectly fine, especially the way we're shooting it. I don't know how we shoot him any better. So 100% at the line, we'll take it. That 2-1-2 is giving us a little bit of trouble. We've only got 4 shot attempts in this fourth, and they've got 11. They're 5 for 11, and we are 4 of 4 from the field in this fourth quarter.
English free throw, good. It's the lead to 4. Is it too early with 4:30 to play to say it's a 2-possession game now?
Way too early. Not too early to say it, but certainly irrelevant with 4:30 to go.
Free throws were good. And
5-out offense right here by the Saints.
It's Turner with the basketball. Bears on top by 5. She lays it up and good.
Great shot, great finish there at the basket by Turner. Good defense as well, just a little better offense.
And there's a kick. Kelly, all that matters here is what we're doing, but we told you that this game would decide the top 4 seeds. Well, the other 2 teams happen to be playing each other too, and Campbellsville leads Cumberland's 74-64 with 7:49 to play in that game.
Yeah, the sports information director at Cumberland said it didn't really care how any of the outcomes came out, just as long as they were the same.
Yeah.
we do not want that to be.
And we got a shot off, but the possession arrow is going to go to Thomas More.
Yeah, 3-point game here, 3:50, 3:49 to go. Big possession right here for the Bears.
Bears with a 3-point lead.
I think you're going to see more of the same. A lot of 5 out, try to ISO dribble drives.
Martin got cut off. Now Simon tries her hand. 3 in the air by Turner. No good. Frazier with the rebound.
We've done really well when we forced it on the perimeter and kept it in front of us for jump shots. It's when they've gotten to the basket.
It's the 11th time
trouble.
today we've said Frazier with the rebound.
Yeah, 39% from the field for Thomas More and 29 from the 3.
Englert spins into the paint. Finds Sierra Feltner for the layup.
Great two-person game right there. Mary backed her player down. Sierra with a great cut to the basket to get a strong hand finish.
5-point lead, 3 minutes to play. On the drive, there's a foul and a bucket. Nice job by Barth.
Yeah, you just got to stay vertical on that. And, of course, Sierra doesn't weigh very much, so she got moved around a little bit. Not terrible defense, just can't leave your feet right there. Just challenge that and take the 2 versus give an opportunity to 3-point play at the line.
Particularly of interest for the Bears is that is her 4th foul.
Yeah, you got to ride that one out with less than 3 minutes to play.
Free throw is good.
Well, that is at least the first time she has hit the rim on a free throw. That's maybe encouraging for the Bears.
That's one thing we got going for us. 2-point lead for the Bears, 2:51 to play.
They've got to give her a release pass on her side of the floor here if we're going to attack it.
Feltner, a couple of bounces. Looking for help now, and that's Stone.
Yeah, this little 2-1-2 is giving us a little trouble.
Englert open, good.
Not for Mary Englert. She said, I'll just step back here and shoot this one.
Makes it a 4-point lead with 2.5 to play.
That's 15 for Mary.
And Free knocked it away, but Hurst was able to track it down.
Couple of stops right here. Gave up baseline. That's not going to work.
But
she did not foul.
She didn't foul, and it's down to a 2-point lead now.
Better than the other result.
So
2-minute game. You got a 2-point lead over the number 1 ranked team in the country.
If you'd have told Cliff Williams that this morning at 10 o'clock, he'd have taken it.
I think so.
Frazier over to Stone. Frazier sets a little screen there. 12 on the clock.
Thomas Moore's doing a good job of downing the ball screens here.
Feltner's going to get it with 6 on the clock. Thought about the 3. Probably should have taken it. Englert on the drive.
Oh,
good.
my goodness, what a shot.
Wow. Englert puts the Bears back on top by 4. 1:38 to play. Here comes the drive. That's Hurst. Lays it up. Good.
She almost blew that one. Almost hit it too hard there, but Sarah's got to put up a little bit of fight. I know she's got 4 fouls, but you can't just open the door and let her drive straight line to the basket.
30-second timeout. We'll hold on to it right here. Bears by 2, 1:30 to play. Kelly, you've seen this team play as often as anybody. What are you looking for here?
Well, I can tell you this. This game down the stretch is going to be the Barth and Hurst show. They're going to be ones handling the basketball, doing the work on this end. They've been veterans of the program. Coach will give them full authority to be able to make those decisions down the stretch. And for the Bears, we're going to have to respond. We can't just go down here and be a sieve, so to speak, defensively. We've got to stand our ground. If I can't worry about the fouls, you've got to really guard hard, contest it. And when we've kept it on the perimeter, we've had a lot of success. When we've let it drive to the basket, they've done well. And, we're shooting almost over 50% from the field, 87 currently in this half. So offensively, just keep doing what we're doing. Defensively, try to keep that ball out of that paint and make them settle for a mid-range jump shot or a contested 3.
Englert with 19 points already, 7 rebounds. Bears have 4 players in double figures, so a lot of options here, and one of them has her hands on the ball right now, and Allie Stone.
Yeah, man-to-man defense here for the Saints down the stretch.
1:22 to play. And Englert into the paint, trying to back her man down, kicks it out. Feltner, that's Frazier on the baseline drive, spins baseline side, off no good on the left-handed shot. Nice job on the rebound, and we got a foul on Free, who happened to just lose her balance and was just in the wrong place.
Yeah, great effort by Free on the glass there. Just happened to catch her feet. No harm, no foul right there. It's 5-3 on the fouls. Good hustle play. Great drive by Bailey Frazier. Just didn't get that left to fall, but now the pressure's on to get a stop right here. You got to keep the ball out of the paint.
Thomas Moore has gotten a lot of easy shots, and there goes another one. And it's a reverse layup, no good, but nice job with the rebound, and she'll go to the stripe for 2.
Yeah, that
was a bad foul right there.
Yeah, they also knew had 4 fouls too. So I don't know that we don't need to switch switch that, and Martha's going to take it home. We just got very fortunate she blew a layup right there and then committed a silly foul.
You want to know how good Barth's been?
Perfect.
27 points. She hasn't missed a free throw. She's got 3 boards and 2 steals. That was her first foul of the game, and it's 56 seconds to play.
Yeah, she gave us a favor right there by missing that layup.
Free throw rolls off.
That's the first miss, isn't it?
Yep. This one can make it a full one-possession game. The worst they can do is tie this trip down the floor is what I mean. She makes this free throw here, and it is up and money.
3-point game, under a minute to play. What else can you ask for?
11 for Feltner, and here they come.
Yeah, I like the change of defense on the matchups here.
Driving it into the paint. Good.
Martin with a nice move. And
Cliff Williams wants a timeout here because of the women's rule where they can advance the ball to midcourt. By the way, I don't hate a lot about basketball. I hate this rule. I hope they never go to it in the men, and I think you feel differently.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't like the advancing of it.
Now, don't get me wrong. Cliff Williams taking advantage of the rule here. That's what he needs to do. But I just don't like the rule.
Yeah, but I do think the Olympic rules are going to be coming to all levels of basketball. I just, there's some point in your life, maybe it's where I've crossed over the 50 mark. Like, just leave some stuff alone.
Yeah,
just let it be what it is. Let's not change a good thing. And but the women's game has moved it to where they advance off of these timeouts, and hats off for them to be able to adjust to it. And I've watched our ladies practice several times, and he's got a bag full of side out of bounds plays to run.
45.7 seconds on the clock here. Bears are going to have the full 30. The ball on its end of the floor with a 1-point lead over the number 1 team in the country. 69-68. Frazier takes it. Working against Barth.
Man-to-man defense here by the Saints. Plenty of time on your shot clock.
Stone gets Wade back, gets a screen by Englert. 16 on the clock. She goes into the paint. 3 with the basketball. Frazier is open in the corner. 3 in the air and off the front iron. There was a push that they didn't call, and the rebound's called by Simon. She had 2 hands in.
Big pressure on the game right here. Coach is going to let them play. He says, go ahead, seniors. You all got it.
There's Barth with the basketball. Driving against Free. Spins up. No good.
Rebound, Frazier.
There's the foul.
Great job by the Bears. 2 missed layups down the stretch for Barth, which is not normal.
Cliff Williams has not moved.
Yeah, somebody's got to check him for a heartbeat down there.
He really does. We got Barth down. I didn't see her. I didn't see anything happen there, Kelly. I don't know.
There was certainly at this stage of the game, that was not any contact on that whatsoever. I hope she's okay. Might have been she's holding her leg. I think her ankle maybe.
Oh. You don't want to see this out of anybody.
No.
I don't care what team they play for.
No question. You can tell she's obviously in pain down here on the floor. Let's
Let me
hope
ask you
and
this,
pray
Kelly.
that she's fine. She's had a heck of a game.
And listen, they're number 1 team in the country. I don't question what they're doing there, but they have made hay driving on Sierra Feltner with her 4th foul. Why didn't they go against her that time?
Well, Martha's your best player. And so, I don't care who's guarding her, you're going to try to get her the basketball.
I guess so.
I think she's maybe an ankle. She's looked like she's walking okay right there. I hope and pray that that's the case. Kaylee Garton right there is Johnny on the spot. Our athletic trainer is there to help. She's in great hands. If her parents are watching or listening, she's in great care right now.
Yeah, I think they have a trainer, and we do too.
Yeah. You got 5 seconds. A lot of game left to play here. You got Bailey Frazier at the free throw line. That was Bailey Frazier's 12th rebound on the night. Might be a career high for her. Double-double.
78.6% shooter is Bailey Frazier at the free throw line, and she shot a bunch of them too.
Yeah, none I'd rather have there and on the line. Anytime you can put a number 21 at the line, you got good chances.
First one.
Big free throw, Bailey Frazier. Big free throw.
And look at our student body standing down there.
Oh yeah, yes, this is great. Got a great home court advantage here in the U-Pike gym, and let's see if we can get it to 3 points. Big time. And Thomas Warren will advance it here. And
plenty of time too, Kelly. 5 seconds.
5 seconds for a championship caliber team. They got plenty of time to get some work done here. And Coach Williams got some choices to make. Obviously, guarding the 3-point line is not a choice. You're going to guard the 3-point line, give up a layup even at some point if you need to. but you have the choice of do you want to foul right here, put them at the line and rebound the basketball. You're playing 5 guards. Do you feel good enough about your rebounding off the free throw line to do it? But if you could get them to take a dribble or two and commit a foul and not let them have a 3, I was never a fan of that, but there are a lot of people that like to do that.
Barth will not be a factor here. 27 points, 12 of 12 from the line, 3 assists, couple of steals, and hopefully she's going to be okay. Bears have broken huddle. 5 out on the floor for the Bears are the starters.
And the good thing about this lineup here is all 5 of our girls can switch every screen if they choose to do so, and I'd say they will choose to do so, especially on the perimeter.
Stone free, Englert, Frazier, Feltner for the Bears. For Thomas More, Brenner is out there along with Simon. They've got Martin on the floor. The trigger person is going to be Hurst. And they also have Maggie Jones. She's the non-starter.
If there's ever a time for this crowd to get rowdy, it is time now.
5 seconds on the clock. Let's see what happens here as Hurst throws it in with 3 guarding her.
Let's see if we can get a deflection on this. Great job of switching up on the screen, switching out on the 3. That's okay. Nobody, that's fine.
That's fine, and the Bears are going to win it.
The Bears will upset the #1 team in the country here at the U-Pike Gymnasium.
71-68. And look at that celebration, boy.
It doesn't get – there's nothing outside of sports that give you that. The feels that you get in that regard. What a great game by the Bears.
Well, hopefully at some point today we'll be able to talk to Cliff Williams about what happened here. 71-68 win. Quickly for the Bears, 49% shooting from the field. They were 5 of 13 from outside. And how about this, Kelly? You want to know how you win a game against #1? You go 16 of 17 from the free throw line.
Well, and really both teams shot the free throws.
Yeah.
As a coach, you love to see that. Thomas More was 15 of 16. The Bears were 16 of 17. It only gets 2 more shots better than that.
That's right.
That was a great effort by both teams. What a fantastic game. Class act Thomas More group. See them cleaning the bench up after the game.
Yeah.
Those are the things that you see out of winners.
They also, even their coaches, made sure they went down to Morgan Stamper, who on crutches couldn't go through that handshake.
Yeah, and Morgan is also from that area. She's a Simon Kenton grad as well, so she knows all those girls as well. And I'm sure while Coach is disappointed in Thomas More, but I'd say Coach Williams is excited as he possibly can be right now.
I would imagine he is. So individual scoring looks like this. Englert led the way with 19. Bailey Frazier with 17. Englert had 7 boards as well, and Frazier had 17 and 12 rebounds. What a game for her. Allie Stone with 14, the freshman. Sierra Feltner, 11 in her last game here at the U-Pike Gym. 6 off the bench for Kaylee Colopy. 5 for Haley Free. Sammy Sides played, failed to score. Thomas More, we told you Barth had 27 to lead all scorers. She was the only player for the Saints in double figures. Simon had 9. Martin had 9. They got 8 from Brenner. Hurst had 9 as well. Turner came off the bench to score 6 points. Those were the only scorers for Thomas More. Jones, Vickers, and Whiteman played and failed to score. Their leading rebounder was Simon with 7. Bears won that battle 32-24. The Bears had a high total of turnovers for them, no question about it. They had 10 assists, they had 12 turnovers. Thomas More with 6 assists and 10 turnovers, so both teams hit double figures in turnover category. Don't be surprised if these teams see each other down the road as we head next week out to Bowling Green for the last appearance in the Mid-South Conference Tournament for the Bears. And one more time, let me check that score here. We have that 87-74, Campbellsville leading Cumberland's with 147 to play. So Campbellsville's going to win the league. They'll be the #1 seed. And the Bears will move to the the 3 seed? They'll move to 3. And play Thomas More in the semifinals potentially. Both teams can win in the quarters.
Yeah, that's what it appears to be, and certainly what a great game there. That's my blood pressure even got up a little bit on that one.
A little bit, no question about it. It's been a while since I've done these games. We needed to ease that one in with a 12-point game. But
yeah, they didn't give us any time to get right hot and heavy.
No, they didn't. Well, okay, we'll step out for a break here. You can see both the basketball teams are on the floor right now getting ready for that game. It'll start in about 19 minutes, so we'll step out and take a break. We'll catch our breath and be back with men's basketball action. Bears and Saints Nice win by Coach Clifton Williams and the women's basketball team here. They beat Thomas More 71-68. You have watched women's basketball action here on the UPAC Network.